down. Guys, it is 10:20. This class is supposed to start 6 minutes ago. So, one, you need to do better at getting from Creative Start to here if you're, like, just walking in the door a minute or two ago. Like, if your Creative Start teacher is keeping you late, you can tell them, hey, we gotta go. Because, like, our schedule doesn't have bells. So, in that time that you're sitting here waiting for class to start, you need to be doing your homework. We have a lot of people that just aren't getting their homework done. So, as we start this chapter, let's look through these math notes. At the beginning, you have commutative and associative properties, so now your pencil should stop moving, since we're talking about class now. The associative and commutative properties, what we learned last chapter, but now really needs to get, like, mastered, right? We really need to get comfortable with it. Thank you. So, that's the whole first page, is associative and commutative properties. Then, if we flip back here, this is our primary, like, what we're doing today. Similarity and scale factor. Take a moment to look at this and read it. Your eyes should be scanning this paper. Get it done and get it back. Like, I need it at some point today. Like, I need to grade those this. So even if it's not done, I need it today. Even if it's not done.
Okay. Like coming during lunch?
And I'm down here with Game Club. But like, you can turn it in, even if it's not done. You'll just get like an F, right? Which is fine. I mean, it's pretty much progressing. What are similar figures or similar shapes? What's the, like, simple definition of them? It's only 4 words, actually. Emery?
It's just changing, like, the size.
It's just changing, like, the size. 6 words. We can do it in less. You're good. Just so. Arfan? Or start Kamal? What? Changing the size. Okay. But, like, what if I change one side, like if I double one side and triple the other? Ooh, so, similar figures. If you want the simple definition that you could add to your math notes paper, same shape, different size. It's got to be the same shape. It's got to look the same. Hey, Raiden. Do I need to say anything else? So, if I was you, I'd just be writing down same shape, different size in that packet. Because I didn't say sleeve it yet for writing off. Scale factor is what? What is scale factor? Lane? So that's the copy-paste answer, right? Like when we can tell you guys plagiarized. Raiden, put the ruler away. You obviously can't handle it. Scale factor is just the ratio. Guys, the ratio. We've been doing ratios all year long. Ratios are fractions. Ratio of. Do you need to put your ruler away too? Guys, when you are making a helicopter or playing with your ruler, you're not paying attention. Active listening versus distracted not listening is really obvious to tell. It's November of your 7th grade year. Grow up. We only ask you for 40 minutes of focus, not even, because most classes we only get 30 minutes, if that. I'm down to not even 30 minutes. So that's why I'm starting to lose my patience. Is we've been practicing this for a while. We don't actually ask that much. We're pretty chill around here. But all year, I've been saying, do not play with rulers. These are not toys. If you can't handle it, you can't use it. Scale factors, ratio of corresponding parts, new to old. So up here, I made a 1 foot by 1 foot square and a 2 foot by 2 foot square, but I did inches. So it's 12 up to 24. So 24 divided by 12 gives me a scale factor of 2. You've got a different example here in your notes. We got to make sure it's the corresponding sides. So I can't go like 16 to 45 because those aren't the matching sides. What you could add here in these notes is this is a right triangle. And that kind of tells us, okay, this is my shortest side to shortest side, my medium side to medium side, my longest side to longest side. Right? Short to short, medium to medium, long to long. Emery?
How do we know which one to make into fraction?
What do you mean?
Like, would we do like 18 and 45, or would we do like
Well, look over here.
16?
What happens with any of the fractions? Whether I do my, so here's short to short, here's medium, and here's my long. What happens when we reduce those fractions?
Oh, they're all the same thing.
They're all the same. And that reduced fraction tells us our scale factor is 5 to 2 here. Sorry, that hole punch kind of makes that tough, or you could highlight it. So since all of these came out to be 5 over 2, now you could also write that as 2.5. Yes, we're allowed to use decimals here. You could also write it as 2.5. All right, so now we're switching over to our 411 paper. And I want you guys to, at the top left, like not in the middle of your work, at the top left of your paper, like of this little dotted space. And guys, I made these dots kind of transparent, but like still from, I'm going to go down here, from here to here, this is like on your graph paper that this is 1. So guys, hold on. Oh, thank you. From dot to dot would be 1. So be careful. If I go from here to here, yes, it's 3 dots. But how many units does it take?
2.
It's 2. So the shape we're going to draw at the top left of this space, because then we're going to scale it, is this shape. I don't know. It's a shape. I will label some important pieces of like how long these pieces are, just in case we need. So like this side is 1, 2. This all the way around is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now this is weird because I don't. Is that 1?
It's like a half.
It's not 2. And it's not 1.
1.5.
It's actually, if you really want to know, and I, like, look, guys, if I was you, when the teacher says if you really want to know, you're probably like, no, I don't really want to know. You don't have to learn this right now, but if you want to know, this is actually the square root of 2, which is approximately, sorry, I need a squiggly
You're hurting
equal.
my brain.
It's about 1.4. It's about 1. That doesn't matter. We're going to call it diagonal 1. Right? Let's just call it a diagonal 1. Because otherwise, if we try to use this, it's going to be too complicated. All I need you to know is it's not 1. It's not 2. It's between 1 and 2. It's about 1.5. It is radical 2. Like the surfer dudes say. And then the bottom here is 2. We all got that on our paper? So now, you go to the copy machine. You don't actually go to the copy machine. And you press the buttons to scale it up 300%. And you can do that on the copy machine. I normally shrink things down. So I need you to draw a new version of this. But guys, use your paper efficiently. So real quick, I'm drawing this. I already messed this up. I was gonna say that we do blue for new, and I already drew in blue. But if you want to try to make a little, like, I don't know, memory trick or whatever, actually, I'm just gonna highlight this green then. So we're gonna scale this up 300%. But guys, I would start in a place that you know you'll be able to get the whole shape. So I might start with the top, this little top notch that sticks up. If it was 1 by 1 by 1, and we scale by 300%. So make a new that is 300% of old. New is So if I start with that top notch and it was 1 by 1 by 1, what will it be now? Yeah, it'll be 3 by 3 by 3. I want to make sure I give myself... Guys, I'm going to go all the way over to this corner. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. 3 by 3 by 3.
Oh, jeez.
My edge that was 2 over here. What will that edge be now? 6. So, 1. Yeah, it's like everything times 3. It's like everything times 3 because our scale factor is 3. 300%. You only did 2. Remember, 3 dots is only a length of 2.
Yeah, 300 just boils it down to 3.
So, I asked you guys to do this up here. We're going to do 3 different shapes of things. But this is only 2 by 2. Right? Because if you count the gaps, the jumps, that's only, so we need to make this bigger. So you gotta go one more unit bigger. You don't have to, you could. Up on the board, I did new in blue, and then I kind of thought that rhyme was fun. So I'm doing new in blue. So guys, this is gonna go down to when I ask you to do something and you choose not to follow directions. We're doing 3 different shapes. And if you did not follow my directions of do this at the top, make your life efficient, you're gonna need to get graph paper. So if you didn't leave yourself enough space, if you chose not to follow directions, that's a choice you get to live with. All right, so these became 3, 3, 3. You said this was 6. What's my left edge? 3. So 1, 2, 3. My bottom edge, okay, it was 2. So now it's 6. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and write what, I forget if it was Bethany or who it was, said like, so multiply by 3.
That's what I said.
Guys, because 300% is 3. Right? As we've been learning our percent conversions, 300%. If I order 1 pizza and they bring me 300% of what I ordered, they brought me 3 pizzas. Now wait, this diagonal was diagonal 1. So now what is it going to be? Diagonal 1, 2, 3. That works out. So our new shape is 3 times the old one. Our scale factor is 3. Questions on that? You went to the copier. You mashed the buttons till it went up to 300%. Got your new shape. Any questions? Shade it if you want to. Color code it if you want to. I would add some numbers so you have some reference points as you do your homework and are asked to do the exact same thing. Cough, cough. Nudge, nudge, yeah. Hey, so I hate, yeah, I know, hate's a strong word. I hate the fact that CPM uses the word copy. When you hear the word copy, do you think of different size?
No, I think identical.
No, I think identical, right? So that's why I like to use the new versus original, and or new versus like old. Old's kind of a mean word as I get older. So now we're gonna draw this shape. This shape's a bit more fun. And if you didn't leave enough space, you might have to transfer to graph paper. Guys, the dot paper is easier. I mean, if you want to do these on graph paper, you can. This is 4, 2, 2, 2. Oh, it's like a stair step.
Stair step? Oh,
Yeah,
that is
2, 2,
cool.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Oh, looks like
This
I had
is
some
4.
lets in some gas
This
out.
is 2 diagonal, right? So I'm going to call it 2 diagonal.
They're the farting steps because you say two.
And now you decide to play with the other feature of the copy machine. and you shrink it to 50% the original size.
50.
Try that on your own / with your partner if you need someone to talk to. We all need someone to talk to. Anyone watch Dancing with the Stars last night? Oh, come on, nobody? It was Whitney Houston night.
Wait, they do actually people that people know?
What, Dancing with the Stars? Dude, Whitney Houston is so good.
I thought people like never knew who they were. They were like just random people. No one's ever.
No, one person is a star, the other person is a professional dancer.
Yeah, I know. And then the star is always someone completely unknown
No.
person.
Well, okay, for you guys, because you're 12.
I mean,
I mean, no offense, but next week is Taylor Swift week, by the way, on Dancing with the Stars. All right, so what? It's one of the shows my wife and I actually watch. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted to make that left side 2 diagonal. 1, 2 across the top, 2 down, 2 across, 2 down. I should probably start coloring this.
Is that like one of those hobbies that like husband and wives do?
I mean, sometimes.
Watch
Also,
TV shows.
just my wife grew up dancing, like, you know, ballet and point and different stuff. So, are you still growing up dancing?
No, I'm done growing up.
All right, let's label that this is 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Wait, how far away did you do it from the original one?
I mean, here, if I zoom out. And if I run out of space, I'll move to graph paper, but I wanted to leave a little bit of gap. And actually, guys, that's a good point that Emery brought up. If you have been mature enough to still have a ruler, go ahead and maybe like draw a little line to separate these two. If you think you can handle it now, go ahead and get one. Our new is 50%. Ooh, well, of. New is 50% of the original. So what does that mean that we're actually going to multiply by? Ooh, safe. Say that louder. No, never. Now, we could divide, but division is the same as multiplication, so we're gonna not complicate things, and we're gonna say scale factor. This is what math does, guys. Scale factor is always multiplication. So if we are getting smaller, your scale factor will be a fraction. It will be less than 1. Donna? Yeah, because 50% is 1/2, or actually I'm going to write it as 0.5 first. Remember, 50% is 0.50, or we could write it as a fraction of 1/2. So our new shape, I'm going to do new in blue, just because I think I'm clever. 1 instead of 2. The 4 is going to turn into 2. Ooh, the 2 diagonal. 1 diagonal. Stair, 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 stair.
All the stairs are wood. That's it. It's not nice to stare at people.
So when our scale factor is less than 1, we shrink down and get smaller.
I did it. Ew, that
We
looks
did
bad.
it. We did it.
Wait, where's that from? I feel like I did something wrong.
Guys, I can prick my finger and make a blood promise or just Scouts Honor or whatever, but guys, I promise you, I teach this stuff because it's important.
May I please have Juliet Garrett to the Perry office? Juliet Garrett to the
And
Perry
I
office.
know I've probably shown this before, but now it's in a binder. I live my life making scale drawings of stuff. Scale drawings are important. Anything you want to do is going to involve a scale drawing. Maps are scale drawings if they're done right. Scale drawings are everything.
I wish my math teacher was like,
Well, hold on. I am
My-
your
my-
math
my-
teacher.
well, my last math teacher was his math.
There was a
teacher.
third one. How did I delete? Hold on, I somehow lost slide 3. All right, hold up. I lost slide 3, so we just have to come over here. Here's our third shape. And you get to choose a scale factor to scale by. So depending on how much paper you have left, but first we got to agree on what we're scaling. So how long is this left side? It's 6. How long is the bottom? 3. So that's 6. Ooh, wait, that diagonal looks real funky. Let me paste this over here.
What's funky? I didn't mean to. It's the first thing that came out of my mouth.
Guys, hold up. Hold on. This diagonal feels weird.
Because it's not on the dot.
What, Arfon? It's not on the dots, so it's weirder to count and kind of figure out where it is. I think we need to draw that line last. If your diagonals are funky, I would say do that last, so we know we've got 6. I love that I label my blank pages, and then still sometimes it's here and says blank page. And that was before Taylor Swift. I don't know when Taylor Swift made that song, actually. So that diagonal is funky. I would do it last.
Oh, okay, so we're doing another shape right now?
Ooh, and the top is 1, right? The top is 1. You choose your scale factor.
This is the last shape.
Now, if you have to turn your paper sideways to fit it in, I guess you could. You choose a scale factor. You forgot to do
It wasn't picking up. I was already nice, Bethany.
You choose a scale factor and make a scaled copy, question mark.
Copy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't look big enough.
So, by scaled copy, copy's a bad word, we don't like it. I mean, it's just not quite appropriate, right? Because when we hear copy, we think same. Scaled copy, guys, similar figure.
We should outline.
That's what we're making here. Scaled copies, don't like the word copy, are similar figures. And to do that, we're using scale factors. Guys, I put a lot, no joke, this takes me time to do, so please come check it out when you need a reminder. It's going to be here until I need to erase it. All right, I got to catch up with you guys and see if I even have space on my paper.
If you're good at this, you should. Oh, shoot, that was so funny.
Ooh, so mine, and guys, I'll let people come share theirs if you like it and you want to show it off. So don't forget the one at the top, a couple of, dang it, I'm in blue again. I just default to drawing in blue. So we had 6, 3, 3. This is awkward.
What?
1.
See already.
So guys, our scaling doesn't have to involve percentages. Our scale factor really just needs to be a fraction comparing the new to the old. So if I would like to get a shape that'll fit in this space down here, should I do a scale factor bigger than 1 or less than 1? Less than, oh my gosh, I haven't used random cards at all today. How dare I? Sophia, I saw her this morning. Where'd she go?
You were talking to Sophie.
No, it's okay, maybe.
You said Sophie.
I'm pretty sure she was here, but Bethany. More than 1 or less than 1? What sort of scale factor do you want me to use? Less?
Yeah.
Why less?
Because if you want it to get fit in that small space, we need to reduce it.
Because less than 1 makes it smaller, right? So what is a scale factor like a half, like we just did? Should I do half with all these numbers? You really want to do half of 3?
No.
Give me a different fraction that would work better with my 6 and my 3. 1/3. If you haven't done this yet on your own, let's use a scale factor of 1/3. So now, 1/3 of 6. 2, 1, 1. Crap.
What? Oh,
1/3 of 1, which I can draw, but it's just going to be a little tough. So guys, our 1 that was 1 now needs to be 1/3. So maybe like, yeah, right about there maybe. And then we draw our diagonal last. Right? So 2, 1, 1. Wait, I got an idea.
What?
I got an idea.
I love ideas.
I'm going to do this in pink because I haven't used that yet. What if I take this original shape and I do a scale factor?
Make it bigger.
Now stick with me here. So if you actually want a copy of something, like an identical copy, scale factor of 1. So if you see a shape that is identical, and you get asked what's the scale factor, and you're like, there is no scale factor, it didn't scale. That doesn't mean it's 0. What would a scale factor of 0 do? Lane? It reduces it to nothing. It literally says, like, all right, multiply by 0, oh crap, you disappeared. So if I use a scale factor of 1, I would get the same shape I did have.
Even including the 1?
Did I go high enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I did. I will get the same shape if I do a scale factor of 1. Get out of here, stupid update. All right, last thing we're doing together. Look at number 4 with your partner. Remember, scale factor. Right here, you might want to write this on your paper where that open parentheses is new compared to old. And guys, I left the word copy in there because if you go to use homework help, it's going to use the word copy. But remember, we said instead of copy, we're going to call that like the similar figure, the new.
Why'd you put empty parentheses in there?
Because we're going to write in new over original.
Yeah, but you just said that. Pay attention. I actually would.
So if you want to, where you have copy, you could cross it out and like put new.
Well, that was an awful.
All right, chat with your partner. What are the scale factors for each of these? Yep, you figured out how to turn your paper sideways. Yep.
Wow, such an amazing
Hey, problem solver.
It's times 2. This one's times 2. Oh, okay. This one's also 2.
I mean, I'd be careful saying this is simple. One of these is wrong.
Yeah, I think the second
Sorry,
one
bro.
is wrong because.
Not the first
Oh,
one.
got it. 36
Other than
divided by 2.
Remember, it's
Okay.
new
12 divided by 2.
compared to original. It is new
Check.
compared to original. If you follow the direction,
So 18.
you can cross out
36,
copy and
12,
write new. You should have new divided by original. Right, I'm going to move my, well, you can still kind of see it. But I'm going to move my paper to make sure that you can totally see it.
46 and 52 are also.
New divided by original. New divided by original.
No, this needs to be 50. Yep. And then it's correct.
All right, we got to fit in a couple more random cards. All right, Lane, I will give you the confidence that your first one's right. Can you talk me through the first one?
I mean, like, I just think that, like, it was pretty, not hard.
Manageable, right?
Yeah.
All right, talk me through. Give me like a comparison.
Like, I looked at the original, and I just found, like, 2, and I looked at, like, the top, and I saw 4.
All right, crap. Sorry, you started with 2 and 4. 2, 4. So what's the ratio I would set up down here? What? That's not a ratio. 2 is just a number. What's the ratio of new over original? Lane, what's the ratio of the new compared to the original? 4 over 2. Or, if I look at the right sides, 8 over 4. Or if I look at the bottom, oh, hey, look at that. 8 over 4. Or, guys, we got to check all of these. If you read the directions, and I didn't tell you read the directions, but we're trying to check if Patty did this right. We got to check all of these. 5.6 over 2. Guys, this one's what I'm not certain. Well, okay. Let's forget about the decimals for a minute. What's 56 divided by 28? Lane?
Wait, bro. You didn't tell us an easier way to do this. Like, if you say the decimal out loud, it's 5 and 6 tenths.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that just convert to 5 and 6 tenths? And then
We could. So what I'm asking us to do is we're going to use a giant 1 for a moment and act like this is 56 and 28. So they all reduce out to 2 over 1. So our scale factor here is 2. However, do not pack up yet because people have this wrong because I walked around and saw it.
me and Emery have it. Yeah, me.
Matt,
Emery.
I have a deck of cards for a reason. Matt, do you want to talk to me about this one? All right, that's fine. Eli, do you want to talk to me about this one? How? Like, talk to me about the ratios you set up. Guys, you have to set up. Lane, put the ruler down. This is what you had incorrect. You have to set up new on top, original on bottom. So if we set up 18 over 36, that's not 2. It's a half. Yeah, it'd be 2 if we were going this way, but we're not. We're going this way. Now wait, we got to check it though. Does 6 over 12 agree?
Yep.
Does 19 over 30...
No.
Ah, crap.
Emery.
Guys, this right here, the 30 to the 19 got done wrong. This is not scaled. These are not similar, which is what I need to see on your paper, is that we see that these are not similar because the 30 to 19 does not do the 1/2 that it's supposed to. So guys, that's like if you drew a design for the house you want, they scale everything up except the windows. And your windows are 80 bit. Is that a similar figure to what? No. Like if you only forget to do one part, that ain't right.
I get offended and want my money back. I need
All
those.
right. All right, that's all the time we got. Have a wonderful day, guys.
That better cost run. So can we turn our home? Oh wait. That's
What do you mean?
It's pretty pretty.
Very pretty. Well, except you made the new and the old one the same colors. I would have color coded the new one differently from the old one.
I mean, I still understand.
Look, I'm just always going to be honest with you. So if you want my honest opinion, I would probably do the original in green. Because for some reason, like, original strikes me as green.
Is it the 3 closure view on
Look at the board and you tell me.
The world is green. I'm like, that's original. What's green? White houses are terrible. It's blue. Green.
See, but this is why I don't love using the highlighters.
Why?
Just because, like, I don't know, I can see where it's, like, overlapped. And and it bleeds through the paper.
Yeah, you have to do it really gently.